Okay, let's we start with the session. So today we are going to start with the logistic regression. So in this logistic regression, what we are actually going to do is we are just going to classify the problems. That means I'm just going to tell this or that, this or that. So only these two things. You are now going to handle the binary. So 0 or 1, true or false, spam or no spam. So you are just going to diagnose some disease. So after you diagnose the diseases, like what like either the person is having a disease or not. So this is the stuff which you are just going to simply give it to your you are just simply going to submit with your report. Okay, so it's simply telling you are just going to tell this or that. So simply you are just going to tell this or that, something like this. So for this kind of perspective, what we are actually going to do here is we are not going to handle the multiple steps. We are simply going to handle only two outcomes. Okay, so the output is either this or that. That's the very first thing you guys needs to understand. So the next thing is what we are just going to do here is classification. So if you are going to classify something, then that's known as your classification. Okay. Um, so this is your linear line, which we already discussed yesterday. But when it comes to your logistic, this is a binary mode. So 0 to 1. So this below 0. So 0 to 1, that's what exactly your binary linear regression is. Okay. So this is your linear line and this is your logistic curve. So linear line we used to define like this. Logistic curve we used to define like this. So logistic will be only 0 to 1. If it's 0.5 or more than 0.5, we can consider this as a 1. So if it's less than 0.5, we used to consider that as a 0. Okay. So we can tell this as a sigmoid. So this is the formula for your logistic model. And this is the formula that we discussed yesterday for linear model. Okay. So when it comes to your logistic regression, here we are having something. So the thing is like actual yes, actual no, predicted yes, predicted no. So now what you are just actually going to do here is like you are just having something. Okay. What we can tell here is you are having some element. The element is like what to say. Mm, okay, now you are just going to recognize the cancer patient or the COVID-19 patients who's having your report. Okay, so based on the report, you are just so total 10,000 data you got in your hand. So now you are just recognizing, like by using machine learning algorithm, you are just categorizing the peoples who are having a COVID and who are not having a COVID. Okay, so by using this classification algorithm, you are just doing that. Okay, so you make 75 people they don't have a COVID and 25% people they have a COVID. So that's what you just define this. Okay. So in the 25 peoples, actually 5 peoples they don't have a COVID. Only 20 people's having a COVID. Okay. So in the another 75, 10 peoples they are having a COVID, but you predicted that they don't have a COVID. Okay. So now in this scenario, what will happen here is, see, if you are make some result, the person who's not having a COVID, if you define that he is having a COVID by using your machine learning algorithm, after they diagnosis, they will come to know they don't have a COVID. Correct. But when it comes to the person who's having a COVID, you diagnose as they don't have a COVID, then it will be a big issue. Okay. So the actual value is total 35 people are having your COVID, but you predicted as a 25 people are having a COVID. So in the 25, 5 people they don't have a COVID, but you predicted as a yes. So the actual no is actually 65, but you predicted as a 75. Actual yes is 35, but you predicted as a 25. In the 25, 5 people are belongs to S category. So in this classification, we used to always predict actual yes, actual no, predicted yes, predicted no kind of stuff. Okay. So now what you are just going to do here is the next thing is like this is your actual output which you will be getting. So we used to have a type 1 and type 2 error. Type 2 error is the person who's having a COVID, you are telling the person is not having a COVID, so it will make serious stuff. Okay, the person who's not having a COVID, you are telling the person is having a COVID, so that also makes some serious stuff. So like this kind of scenario we used to handle in your classification. Okay, so this is a simple theory about your logistic regression. 1 minute, let me start with the next thing in logistic. Okay, so as like yesterday, we are going to discuss what is the logistic regression, and we are just discussing about like how to apply the logistic regression in your machine learning. That's the thing which we are going ahead. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, guys. See, I will explain the logistic regression, how to apply the logistic regression here. Logistic regression is the very easiest algorithm ever in this machine learning. Okay. So that's the reason next to the linear regression, I am taking a logistic regression, and it's related to your linear model. Okay. Here you guys needs to understand very simple thing. What you guys needs to understand here is, see, your output is 0 or 1, and you are just going to calculate only the accuracy. Okay. Uh, the very first thing is, you guys understand this. So now I'm just reading a hot.csv file. So from the CSV file, what you guys needs to identify is, see, from this, what you guys needs to understand is, I'm giving one data set. The data set is all about hot.csv. You are having some value like this. Okay, so for this age, for this gender, the CP, and then calories, and then a lot of stuffs regarding your um, the medical terms. Okay, so in this based on this medical terms, so if the calories is this much, the target is 1. Target is 1 means they may get a heart disease. Okay, so like this kind of stuff, you are just going to have it. Okay, so to get this heart, Kaggle. Okay, now you guys just create a your account in Kaggle. Okay, after you guys created the account, if you just go and check for this hard disease, from here we will get the dummy data set. You guys needs to download the hard.csv from Kaggle only. So when you are just going ahead with this, wait, yeah. So columns. Okay, so age and male, so gender, it's 1 means male, 0 means female, CP means chest pain type. Okay, so and then this nothing but a blood pressure, and then cholesterol, and then blood sugar. Okay, so this is your blood sugar. So 1 means true, 0 means false, and then electrocardiographic result. Okay, so based on that result, so this is a valid mismatch, so they'll give all those things. And this column, that is nothing but your maximum heart rate achieved, and then exercise. Okay, and then old peak, that is nothing but depression included by exercise, those kind of stuff. So total you are having a 40 column, only 1 decimals, remaining everything is a integer, so you'll be getting output like this. Okay. So here we can just come to know what are the each and every kind of data set. Okay. So what is the data set and what is your column description. Okay. So now what I'm just telling you guys is like when you are just going ahead with this kind of data set, you are just going to predict the person how many people will um, get the heart disease and how many people they won't get the heart disease. So that's the thing you are just going to make it. Okay. So I think in this target, so this is the complete detail about your data set. Okay. So this is your complete data set which we are having with. So when you are just getting this data set, now you are just having the date dot shape. So total 303 row and 14 column, and I'm just making a XY. So this all your pandas, and I'm just making a matplotlib. So this all you guys needs to handle. And I'm just taking my dependent and independent variable. So after I define my dependent and independent variable, I'm making to training testing split. Now this is how I'm just going to predict my logistic regression. So the very first thing is skitlan.linear model import logistic regression, and I'm just giving a variable name and I initiate the logistic regression. Okay. So after I initiated the logistic regression, I'm just fitting my logistic model with the X-train and Y-train. After I fitted with my X-train and Y-train, I'm just going to predict the same like your linear regression. Here also we are having only the fourth target. So you are just making the logistic regression. The logistic regression is that sigmoid formula. So you are just fitting your logistic model with the X train and Y train. After you fitted with the X train, Y train, you are just predicting the model. So after you predicted the model, I'm just going to calculate my accuracy score. So log model dot score, accuracy score we used to target in between two testing data set. So you are having total 0.75 percentage accuracy score. So the log model dot score, this log model, that's nothing but your logistic regression. So if between your training data testing data set, so your result is 0.75 percentage accuracy. That's nothing but 75 percentage accuracy you are getting. So now I am just making this confusion matrix. So this confusion matrix, that's nothing but actual yes, actual no, predicted yes, predicted no. So the actual yes is 20, the actual no is 5, but you just predicted as 10 and 26 like this. Okay. So like 75 percentage your prediction is perfect. So 25 percentage, that may be not perfect. So only I can able to give 75 percentage mark to this. Okay. So simply by this example, I just tell logistic regression how to apply with your Python. So only this 5 lines for to apply. So you guys refer this logistic regression for the steps, just to refer this for steps. And your task is you guys needs to make something. Okay. So what you guys needs to make with this logistic regression is your Titanic ship is there, right? So we are having a Titanic data set. Okay. So in the Titanic data set, how many peoples are alive and how many peoples are died? Okay. So how many peoples are survived and how many non-survivors? Okay. So that's what you are just going to predict. So you are just making your training and testing, and just you are making your logistic regression, and you are just fitting and you are just predicting the result. So the same thing. Here you are just going to make a classification report instead of your confusion matrix, because confusion matrix will always make us confused. So for that perspective, we are not going ahead with the confusion matrix. We are just going ahead with the classification report. So this classification report, which is having something called precision, recall, and the F measure. So we always prefer your F1 score. That's nothing but the F measure. So the precision, that is nothing but true positive divided by true positive plus false positive. So true positive means the actual yes my plus predicted as no. Okay. So TP means the actual yes and sorry, predicted true, actual false. So this formula and this formula is your precision and recall. So this mean value of your precision and recall is your F beta score. So that's nothing but your F1 score. So if your F1 score best value is 0 to 1, we'll get only 0 to 1. So if you are getting 0.86, that means you predicted 0. So the values that you predicted as 0 is 86%, right? The value which you predicted as 1 is 74%, right? So that's the concept which we can able to make it. So simply telling logistic regression is simply going to tell true or false. So how many true you predicted as correctly? So that's what your F1 score. So total 0.86% you predicted 0 as correct. 0.74% you predicted 1 as correct. So overall your prediction score is 0.81. So based on the prediction score only, we will evaluate your logistic regression. So that's the concept behind this. Okay, simply telling your logistic regression is zeros and ones. The sigmoid is the formula that's applying with your logistic regression. So only these 4 lines. For the evaluation of the logistic regression, we will apply this classification report. So this is the concept behind your logistic regression. You guys understood, or it's very confusing?
Understood.
I can understand, ma'am.
For you, Priya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now you guys having now what we need to do here is Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, like what you guys needs to do is you guys first needs to starts with your workout session, just to starts to work out the things. So this is your project 1. Okay, e-commerce. Okay, so this project and your data set is actually uploaded in the file in your drive. And then this prediction of ad, so this is another project. Okay, so this is the problem and the data set description and the data set and this file I will upload now. So these 2 projects you guys needs to do for this weekend. Okay, so you need to submit the things. After you guys submitted the result, I will ask you some questions. You guys needs to answer for those questions. Okay, so Monday will be the discussion session. Okay, you guys needs to do these 2 projects and you guys needs to share your screen. So I will ask you the questions. You guys needs to answer the questions like this. We will have. So the next thing is 1 minute. See, in this Titanic data set is there, right? The data pre-processing, instead of using a scikit-learn imputer, those things, I handle with normal, the basic Python itself. Okay, so that also you guys just to go ahead. So the missing data set, like I didn't handle with imputer, I just handle in a different method. Okay, I just replace by using the basic Python if else for loop. So this file also you just go ahead, because we are not supposed to tell in all the situations we will handle only with imputer. Sometimes instead of handling a scikit-learn library, they will ask to handle with only basic Python without the scikit-learn library. So for that perspective, the first logistic regression, this I just handle with the basic method. So that's the very easiest method. The second logistic regression with the Titanic data set, I use only basic Python without the libraries for data pre-processing step. Okay, so you guys go through this too, because in interview, whatever they are asked to process the data, you need to process. So for that perspective, I just give both the examples. I will upload, I will recheck that I will upload these 2 files. If it's not uploaded, I will upload it and I will give you the one more, I will upload the one more project. E-commerce project is already uploaded. Now I will upload the second project as well. So this week you guys needs to do this 2 projects. Clear what I'm telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Then we'll meet on Monday is a discussion session, not your class. We are not going to discuss anything in a class. It's only discussion.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Then we'll meet you on Monday.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.